We're Byron and Jill, two hands-on people with big dreams. In 2024, we jumped headfirst into our off-grid dream and purchased a 100-acre block at Mount Binga. After relocating here in 2025, our big goal right now is transforming this incredible century-old Ashgrovian Queenslander into our forever home. This isn't just a renovation, it's a complete transformation, a huge project demanding a lot of energy and time, and it's going to take everything we've got. And we'd love to have you along for the ride. Every challenge, every triumph, every step of the way.
Welcome back to Off Grid at Mount Binga. Today's an exciting one. We've got a huge pile of timber behind us. 100 lengths of framing pine, 90 by 35 MGP 12 structural pine. Straight from the hardware shop in our local town.
And as specified from our engineering report.
So we're following code on this one, but this marks my favourite part of the job, rebuilding. And we're going to get stuck into some framework. What do you think, Julie?
There's a lot of timber, and as you said to me, you'll get it all used up within 4 days. So hopefully this means that we're getting on with things pretty quickly now.
Things will happen a lot quicker. And in this episode, you'll see us building new walls, new openings for windows, new openings for doors.
And giving us the frame to start putting in some insulation as well. Insulation
will go into this framework. Ply will. Some tie-down rods, so this is a pretty major part. We're looking forward to getting this part of the build done so we can button up the house and get it waterproof.
Button up or batten down?
Buttoned up.
Okay.
Like when you put a jumper on.
Not batten down like batten down the hatches.
No, it's buttoned up.
Okay.
We're looking forward to getting this part of the build buttoned up. Hope you enjoy it.
It was all hands and paws on deck to offload these 100 lengths from the trailer. And it is always great having my dad Kerry around and his extra set of hands to help. We are definitely a bit spoiled being able to drive right up to the veranda to offload though.
And just like that, we have 100 lengths of timber ready to use. Let's go. Well, here we are. Today's going to be a good day. We're about to do some timber framing. We're going to do a bit of rebuild on this old project here. We spent 3 weeks on demo now. And yeah, it's been good. It's been good to see what's hiding behind some walls and underneath a few chunks of timber here and there. Lots of nails to pull out. Lots of cleaning up to do. We're not even halfway through it, but instead of showing you demo after demo after demo, we might show you a bit of fun stuff, some timber framing, which is my very favourite stuff. So I'm looking forward to today. So what we're going to do this morning, when we get into it, we're going to build this little back wall here. We're going to frame in a little window up here, just a double sash window. And then we're going to work our way back this way. This external wall here on the veranda is marked up 4.2 metres of ply. It's going to form the bracing for this whole veranda. So that's a nice easy one to build. Then we're going to build one right where I'm sitting here. It's also going to have another door in it because we're going to create a little bedroom off this veranda. Not sure what for yet, but at least we'll have a nice waterproof area on the veranda. Then we're going to build in a wall over here, which is a little bit off scene right now, but once I get into it, we'll explain a bit more. That'll be the laundry wall, and we're also going to put a door in the laundry as well. Then all we're going to do is just work our way forward to the front of the house, and we're going to just keep framing the framing. So I'll do what I can to bring you along and explain what I can. Otherwise, let's get cracking. Like I said before, this little wall here's got a little window in it. We've also got a sheet of ply here, 600mm, and we've got a sheet of ply here, 900mm. So we need to make sure all our studs are going to line up with the joints in our ply. We've got to make sure the window opening is going to suit the window. Obviously the same thing on the other side with the ply. So now we've got a bottom plate and a top plate. We can mark out the bottom plate. We can transfer them lines up to the top. We can start building a wall frame. All right, so we've got that little wall there done. As you can see, we're ready for our little window in there. We've got our unders there, we've got double sill, and we've got our unders on the side there. I'll frame that up so it's double all the way around. We've got external timber cladding on these walls, so it just helps when you go nail it on that you actually have something to nail on around your window. So now we're going to start coming this way down the wall. Like I said before, we've got ply all the way to the end of this wall. So I'm going to start with the bottom plate, another top plate. Then we can mark out for our 1200 sheets of ply, and we'll put a double stud on each of those joins. That way when we nail it off, we can get some solid fixings into that ply. Bottom plate's cut, let's nail it on. So as you can see here, we've got a double stud. That's our mark from the end there. 2400 to the middle. Double stud. Then we've got a 450 center. 450 center. Then we're back at our 1200 mil ply joint. Double stud. Ply here. Ply here. 450 center. 450 center. So I'm going to transfer these marks plumb up to the top. Up to this top plate. We'll start putting some studs in. Like I said, this is a straight wall, no windows. Alright, so we've just stopped for a little lunch break. We're about to get back into it. Let's have a little update. We've got our laundry wall built. There's our doorway. Nogs are in. Everything's nice and plumb, nice and straight. We've got our back wall sorted. We've got our ply here and our ply here. And we've got our double sash window to go in there. Spin back around. We've got our veranda wall sorted, and we've got our setup for our ply. One join there, another join there, then it'll reach out to there. So we've still got a bit of work to do going this way. We're going to get stuck into closing this off, and then we'll keep working through. We might shift all this timber here and build our little wall here. We're also going to have another door here that goes into this office room down the back. Let's go. Alright, we've got bedroom 2 door done. Now we need to close in this little office here. We've got a raking ceiling. So I need a top plate to go up. Our studs are going to get gradually longer as we go up. I've also got to consider a doorway here into this room. We'll be going this way. Let's start with a little bit of mark out. So we've just got day one wrapped up, and we got a fair bit done. You can see behind me here, we got a window. I thought I'd get this in and button up that wall. We've also got some isolation paper on the walls just to keep the rain out tonight. We have another storm coming, so what a day. I've got a bit done. Flying solo today, so we're just poking along. We're not far from the saw, so I don't have to walk far, which helps speed things up. We also don't have far to get to the timber. We're probably a third of the way through, but as you can see here, we've made good progress and we got heaps of timber work done today. This is the ply wall, full bracing. We got our little window in. I didn't want to bore you guys with another window install, as you've seen that one. And this went in exactly the same. A little bit smaller, so I didn't need much help today. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow.
But tomorrow had other plans. Plans involving me spending a copious amount of hours on the battery-powered wire wheel, scraping off as many layers of paint as possible so we could get to work making these posts look new again, from the ground up. Because they're all sloped on that angle, you only need like a little one that goes to about there. Then we don't do all this sanding, see? That one might need 3.
Yeah.
Might go to there. Cut on there. I've cut a few at that. So the more of this you put in it, obviously the quicker it goes off, right?
Yep.
So you want to get it pink, but you don't want it like red and go off like a rocket. Let's just start with a couple of drops Let's see what colour it looks like. Jill would like this job, wouldn't you?
Who?
You.
Yeah.
That was 3, so that's not enough.
Looks like sriracha.
I'm going to do 6. That's pretty good, eh?
Mm.
Oh, it's not quite mixed.
You can get a job in an ice cream shop, Byron.
This is like hard rock, cold rock.
Cold rock.
And then from there,
You put Maltesers
yeah. Get it right in there. That's what this is for, Kerry. That's coat number 1. Yeah, we'll do that with like a more of a putty. We want to get the bulk big holes with this stuff. So you got to work pretty fast. It's starting to go off already. Yep, she's going hard, so I don't want to waste, that's all I got left. So we're not going to waste much. If you go too slow, obviously, you can't get through your product and then you waste so much of it because it's so expensive. So we don't want to mix more than 6 drops into each bit of brew. There you go. That's that. First bit done. Some people will appreciate us putting the time and effort into restoring these posts because they are expensive to buy. They're hardwood and they're odd size, so they'd have to be specially milled. You can buy 100 by 100 or 90 by 90, but these are actually 120 by 90. So they're an odd size and they're hardwood. And then to get them new, I'd have to take all these out and redo them all. And each one's got a special cut at the bottom where it joins onto the barrel. So it's a shiplap cut, and the top cut is also a shiplap because it goes around the beam. And then you've got to take one out, you've got to support the beam, replace it with another one. It's quite like timely, like a bit of labour. So for us to spend a bit of money on builder's bog and putty, dress them up, and trust me, when these are done, you will not know that second hand. You'll swear they're brand new. There won't be a blemish in them.
And after adding the builder's bog and putty to all the gaps, Byron got to work sanding. Those of you that have been following along might recognise that this is not Big Betsy, the belt sander that we used on the stairs. Betsy's gone into early retirement, shall we say. She's probably drinking pina coladas on a beach somewhere in Thailand. But she may come back with some new parts, depending on how this new sander goes.
What a beast. No complaints here. It's getting the job done, so what more can you want?
These posts have definitely been a labour of love, and we're super happy with how they're turning out so far. You can barely see where the little wedges have been glued and nailed in, thanks to the wonders of Byron's special brew of builder's bog and putty, and especially once some primer's been painted on. They're not cookie cutter perfect, but they're original. They're hardwood, they're plum, they're strong, they're evenly spaced, and they feel well lived in, just the way we like it. We know we promised insulation in this episode, but you're going to have to wait for the next one. And in the next episode, we're really hopeful that we're going to get this old veranda buttoned up. Stay tuned.